Hello! And welcome back to Astrology. I'm Nina.
I'm Shaina.
And this is Adrian's live drag me reading.
Complete with a good thumbnail.
I know. We are just figuring out this technology thing one day at a time. One day we'll have it all done. But anyway, if you don't know, a drag me is a service.
If you don't know, zero people in the no, I'm kidding.
Right. If you don't know, one person out here, a drag me is a service that we provide among our many other birth chart readings. It is the least educational and most cheeky. You can go to partytricastrology.com/shop to see all of our birth chart reading options.
And purchase a drag me if you would like to also be dragged. This is not a situation where, you know, we drag something that you put in the comments.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to chime in. We encourage that. Drag this person all you'd like. And if they're comfortable with it, then they can put their information if you'd like to look it up. And if you're watching this after it's been recorded, if Adrian's okay with it, I like to put the information down below if you want to follow along, if you care to.
Yeah, so we're just going to chill out until Adrian gets here.
Yeah, and we filmed our Venus and Aries video today, so that'll be up within the week or whatever, whenever I put it up, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, so how's your days going? Happy
Yeah.
Sunday. Happy Labor Day weekend. Never mind. Let's stop this chit chat. Adrian is here.
That was easy. Here we go. Okay, wait. Whoa. Okay. So the first drag would be that when Nina pulled up this chart, she was bored.
That's mean. I wasn't bored.
No,
I was just like,
but for a
I didn't
drag.
see any interceptions.
Right.
I was like, we've been getting lots of Libra energy.
We
lately.
have. That's very true. And I'm just thinking,
Honestly, I was like, there's not enough Scorpio for me to get mad at. Because that's the theme lately.
Right. Well, okay. I will say, though, this combination, Libra Sun, Libra Moon.
No, Virgo.
What did I say? I was thinking rising.
Libra rising.
I know what I think. What I think is right, but what I say is always off. Libra rising and moon, and then Virgo sun. I feel like this is the kind of personality where you're like, this person seems interesting. Let's get to know them. And then you're like, oh,
there it is. We got it all.
Nothing really to get. Okay.
No, not that deep here.
No.
Just, I feel like you're the kind of person where like, okay, because you're a Libra rising, Libra moon, Virgo sun. It's so much submissive, passive energy.
Libra Mars in the 12th house.
Yeah, Libra Mars as well. It's like it can take so long for you to just like to just get you
to do anything,
to do anything, to take a stance, to make a choice,
opinions, decisions.
It's like any question that you ask you, that anyone asks you is like it turns into like, I want to stab myself in the heart. Why did I ask this question? Like, hey, Adrian, do you want avocado toast or granola? Do I want avocado toast or granola? I mean, whatever you want. Are you sure that you don't want me to help you in the kitchen with the avocado toast? Like
Virgo wanting to help.
Yeah. Like, how do I feel? Yeah. And then you always ask people how they feel, but you don't really care. So it's just fucking annoying. And it's like, hey, Nina, how do you feel? Oh, today I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed, kind of blue. Right. Oh, no.
Oh, don't feel that
don't
way.
Feel that.
How can I make you feel better?
And it's like, I'm fine. I just
look
feel
on the right side.
No, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, this is what like super Libra energy people do. This is like, oh, how are you? Or like, what happened today? Oh, today I took the bus to work. I missed the first bus, but I got the second bus. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You missed your first bus. Oh my God, this is something that someone that I knew that had, it's same as you, Libra moon, Libra rising, Libra moon in the 12th house. Like, I don't know how to drive. I've never learned how to drive. at the point where I should have been learning how to drive, I was too depressed and stressed out to put that on my plate. So, and no one like would teach me how to drive. So this is something that this person knew about me. And then it like came up in conversation with like a third party person. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't drive. And the person's like, oh, you don't drive? And then this person says, yeah, no one ever taught her. Isn't that so sad? Like as if I was looking for pity.
Oh, right.
And it's like, isn't that so sad? No one ever taught her how to drive. No one ever cared enough about her to teach her how to drive.
That's so demeaning.
I know, but she thought that I would like it. That I would like, I know, I'm so sad, I can't drive.
Because that's what a Libra moon in the 12th house would do with them.
Yeah, they would.
They'd be like, I'm the helpless one. It's everyone else's fault. I get to put all of this on someone else. Yeah. Okay. So let's just do Libra rising. We drag Libra rising a lot.
A lot.
But we get a lot of Libra risings, which is
you guys like to be dragged or something.
I think because they like drama.
Yeah.
And
okay, here's a drag on Libra rising. Fucking Libra risings. I'll never fucking forget when this Libra rising ass bitch was like, oh my God, so-and-so doesn't like me. I'm really not used to people not liking me. And in my head, I was like, bitch, I don't like you. I hate you. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, Libra risings get really upset when somebody doesn't like them. It's like, you're like, what right do you have to not like me? I do everything in my book for you to like me. And it's like, people don't like that. Yeah. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody wants you to change yourself for them. I would like a person more that is them, that maybe I don't get along with, but at least I have respect for them because I'm like, you know what? We don't get along, but I respect them.
You're you. That's cool. But
that's how I feel about Aries. Like, I don't like Aries, but I respect them because they're doing them. But Libra never does them. So I don't have respect for a lot of people with a lot of Libra energy because they're not doing them. They're not being true to themselves. They're not standing up for what they believe in. They're just simply morphing into whatever they think someone else wants. And that's not what I want you to do.
You guys think that nobody can see through your shit?
Yeah.
You think that we're all stupid. But we see through your shit, Libra risings and Libra moons. Like, we see through your shit. And you also think, because your moon is in the 12th house, like, man, I'm so mysterious. Like, no one knows how I really feel. But I just, like, hit myself in the knee and, like, did that thing like the doctor office.
But the thing is like, when you have a Libra rising with a Libra moon conjunct your rising, sure, it's in the 12th house, so you think it's hidden away, but it's completely on show. Like, maybe we don't see when you are emotional, maybe you hide that, but we can see it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, we don't visually see it, but you show it to us. We can see that you went through this and that you're going through this, and, like, we get it.
You Libra risings, you think you're so deep with, like, all your other stuff. Like, because I'm so fake, right? I'm so fake, and I just put on a different face with every person. Nobody sees who I really am, how deep I really am. But the fact is, everyone sees through your bullshit.
Yeah.
So when you put on that whole show of like, man, I'm so deep, no one really knows what I go through. It's like, bitch, you're shallow.
Yeah.
Like, everyone sees through that shit. And your whole like, I'm deep, you don't even know me thing. It's like, it's not for you guys.
When you have a Libra rising with a Libra moon, like, no. Like, maybe if a Libra rising and then you have all this other shit. Like, what was that girl's chart that we did? You know what I'm talking about? That in, like, the Scorpio moon. Okay, like, she has other shit going on, right? She puts on this fake face to cover up her shit. You put on this fake face just because you like the idea of seeming mysterious. You romanticize the idea of being the damsel in distress. You romanticize the idea of being secretive and emotional, and you don't know the artistic struggle that I go through. But, like, it's put on because you go, I like this. I like this 12th house stuff. This is where I find my depth, is this 12th house stuff, because that's where my moon's. Because I'm not going to find it in my Libra moon, but I'll find it in my 12th house. I'll find that depth. But instead of actually going to the 12th house, you just glide over the 12th house because it's Libra.
My 12th house.
Yeah, because it's.
I am so dark and mysterious.
Yeah, because it's just like you never.
Yeah. The real struggles that you have in your chart are your Venus retrograde, your Saturn retrograde. But like your 8th house is fine. Your Virgo sun isn't even in the 12th house, it's in the 11th house.
Sorry, I'm looking at your aspects.
Yeah, you got a lot of squares to your moon.
Your moon's definitely struggling.
Yeah, Venus or moon in Libra is also known as a starved moon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like not a good place. Sorry.
But Venus in Leo retrograde, I feel like this would make you just so attention seeking, but trying so hard to hide it.
No, it's like
and never satisfied with the attention you get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you grew up thinking or like experiencing a lack of love, especially what was needed for your Venus in Leo. And so because you were starved at a younger age, as you grow up, even as you receive love, it's never enough because you're still starved. It's like if you are supposed to eat like 2,500 calories a day and you don't eat until noon and you have and then you binge eat like 2,000 calories. You're still missing that. Even though that's a lot of calories to eat in the middle of the day, you're still missing and you don't, not noon. What am I trying to say? I'm so scatterbrained right now. It's like you binge eat, and that's the only time that you eat. Yeah, you binge eat on love, and so that's a lot of love to receive. But because you starved yourself in the morning or in the afternoon, it's like it's never enough for you.
Yeah, you said I think I'm a martyr, which is so funny because you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be killed for my views. I'm gonna do right,
Virgo too.
But the reality is like, what are your views? Do you have any?
You're like a martyr for who? Who are you martyring?
For the collective, probably, because like Sun in Virgo in the 11th is very for the collective. So I guess that makes sense how you feel that way, actually.
Yeah, your mom never gave you enough emotional attention because you have a Libra moon in the 12th house. She's just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Do you have emotions right now? I can't tell because everything's fine.
Yeah, just the ultimate sweeping everything under the rug. Mars in Libra in the 12th house is horrible. Terrible. That's such a terrible combination. So you probably have a lot of unresolved anger and you don't know emotional anger more than anything because your moon is conjunct your Mars in the 12th house.
Hurt.
Yeah. So you probably you're so passive aggressive, but your passive aggressive isn't even consistent because with Mars in the 12th house, it's hidden away most of the time. People don't see your Mars. I knew somebody with a Mars and Leo in the 12th house, and this girl was crazy because she seemed like the most chill person, didn't give a fuck, and then you'd hit a soft spot in her and she'd flip out. But what would happen with you is you're super chill. They hit the soft spot and you're like, oh, no, that's it. And you say some passive aggressive comment well, you're ugly. I don't know. I can't think of passive aggressive comment. Well, if only, probably something about, that you're well, your mom does all your cleaning for you. You know, because, Virgo sun. You're just because I'm not, I'm dirty, but this is, my mom doesn't do it for me. Because she used to do it, probably. And it's just, comes out of nowhere, and it's totally, unjustified angry cries. You probably spend a lot of nights alone crying about all your unresolved anger and everything that's not that's wrong with the world because I don't think you think that grand. Yeah. I think you think more of what's been wrong in your life. Yeah. I feel like you're somebody
people that have done you wrong, everyone that didn't do enough for you, all the people that you've done too much for, every negative comment that has been said towards you. Oh my God, here's another thing about your stupid Libra combination is that no one is allowed to have any negative emotions.
Right.
And that's because that's how your mom treated you. But no one is allowed to have any negative emotions. And if someone's having a negative emotion, your response isn't to be like, hey, are you okay? It's going to be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you disrupting the peace?
But not that aggressive.
Yeah. Just like,
passive aggressive.
No, this is you. In your head, you're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you disrupting the peace? Hey, girl. It's like, this is an annoying thing about like people with aggressive Libra energy. When they're mad at you or when you're mad at them, it's like, it can't just be as simple as like, I'm mad at you. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. No.
It's just like,
are you crying right now? You're the first person that made me cry.
I don't know if that's like I'm dying, I'm crying.
But I hope you're not literally crying. Jesus Christ.
But it's just like, it can't just, you can't just talk to people because like everything is fine. So if you're feeling negatively, first of all, it's the other person's fault always because you're perfect.
No, I don't think you think you're perfect. Oh, like left, right, okay. Because you're Virgo sun. So I think that you see a lot of your imperfections, but you don't want people to point them out.
Yeah, no.
That's when you get upset.
What's happening is that like Virgo is the ultimate like projecting sign because it's so nitpicky, because it's nitpicky at itself, but it's the servant. So it manifests as being nitpicky towards other people. So whatever you're like nitpicking at whoever else is really how you feel about yourself, but you deal with it externally instead of internally.
Right.
So you're like having an issue with someone and you hate X, Y, and Z about them. It's really what you hate X, Y, and Z about yourself. But you really think that it's their issue, that you need to fix them. But you're also so passive aggressive and so like everything's fine that instead of talking to them about what you don't like about them, maybe you do talk. No, you probably don't tell them what you don't like about them, but you think about it all the time.
Yeah, you think about it all the time, but you would never tell them. You have Leo energy.
Yeah.
You have Virgo and Libra. Yeah, you're not going to tell anybody the issues. You're going to passive aggressively like hold it in and maybe say, or maybe you'll do an action. Yeah. To be like write notes or something. You probably write notes. So you don't have to confront them about their issues.
You're thinking so much about how you don't like them and X, Y, and Z of why you don't like them. It's really the issues that you have with yourself, but you're really projecting them onto that person. But the person doesn't get it, or if they do get it, they're like, what the fuck is going on? Because they can feel like, oh, Adrian doesn't like me. Am I doing something wrong? I don't know, because every time I talk to Adrian, he's just like, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, everything's fine.
Yes. You said that you always felt like your mom didn't give you enough emotional attention. That makes sense. Like moon in the 12th house. Yeah. That's true. Venus in Leo retrograde. Yeah. So I think that your Venus is retrograde because you're a Virgo, if that makes sense. Because like you have this Venus in Leo energy where you're like, I'm great. I'm confident. I'm this, and this. But like, you're also a Virgo, so that turns it inward because at the end of the day, you're not perfect. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to be perfect and you have this weird, almost what you might feel like a false sense of confidence. So you might like put out this false sense of confidence of like, I'm great. You probably we really need a lot of attention from people to like do stuff or feel okay. Like you probably can't do a single thing in life unless somebody else is like, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, do this. Or like, yeah, you should. Or like totally. Like you would be a complacent blob if somebody didn't pick you up and say, you should do this. I like this. I like that. And you're like, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So you could probably get into really terrible relationships that you really just want because that person says, I like this. They give you opinions is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Like they give you opinions and they give you, like you need somebody to give you confidence because Libra really looks for confidence in other people. And then Virgo's so nitpicky that they just get down on themselves all the time. And you probably don't believe the compliments you get because you're a Virgo, but like you still need them and want them. But yet every time you get them, you're like, no. And the person's like, I'm going to stop complimenting you if you don't take these compliments. But you're like, I need them. But like, no, that's not true. I'm not this. I'm not a good. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
Let's talk about your opinions as well. So here's a combination of your Mercury in Leo with your Libra rising. So that sextiles, but in the most disgusting way possible.
Totally.
Because
I've realized that I don't think I like the Libra-Leo sextile. You know
what? I think it does well in the bedroom. Other than that, no.
Yeah, I just mean like
in a person. So it's the most disgusting sextile because it's like your Libra rising is like, let me just adopt your opinions.
Right.
Let me you don't have any backing of like what
you've no Sag energy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Nothing.
So you don't have any backing of like, this is what I believe, but like you get a little inclination of what to believe depending on who you're around.
And your Jupiter's in the 11th too, so you're really taking on the opinions of others in the collective. Sorry.
So yeah. That's like that Aquarius Leo energy about opinions, plus that Libra rising like fakeness of just like, what opinions am I going to adopt depending on who I'm around? Or even like, it's not like if you're around assuming that you're not a Trump supporter, if you're around a Trump supporter, you're like, I love Trump. You're not going to be like, I love Trump too. But you're going to be like,
you won't say
really
anything. You'll be super polite about it. Or you'd be like, oh, I see what you're coming from.
Or you even align politically with liberals because you're surrounded more by liberals.
Right.
You know?
You really just take on the views of who you're around and what group you're around. And
maybe
that's how you find your own stuff.
Yeah, but then you speak about it with such confidence.
Yeah.
With your
fixed nature.
Yeah, and it's just like, this is what I believe. I believe that but I totally adopted everything from over there. And if someone talks about things that are in conflict with your ego, then you're gonna like unbelieve it. You're gonna be like very defensive.
Your mutable sun,
yeah.
So you can really change. You got cardinal energy, so you got mutable cardinal energy. So if somebody's saying something else, you can go, oh, change. Now I'm stuck with this because I'm a Mercury in Leo, and I'm stuck here.
And you're also really sensitive to people nitpicking at you,
right?
Because you're used to being in that other position. So if someone is like, hey, let's think of an opinion that isn't veganism.
Okay, female nips should be able to be shown on Instagram.
Well, something that would be like really relevant to his life. Something that would hit a soft spot.
Oh, I just don't like to hurt feelings, right? I don't know.
Like something that maybe you really like video games. Let's say, taking a shot in the dark. You really like POV, like shooter video games. And it's something that is really important to you as a Virgo with 12th house energy. And then someone comes up with this huge long case study about why these games are bad for you, why they create more serial killers, why it's like destructive for adolescent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But those mean like so much to you. And someone's nitpicking, you feel like it's a personal attack on you because of your Leo energy and because you feel like it's nitpicking and it's touching your Virgo sun, then you're going to be super defensive about it. And that might be the thing that activates your 12th house Mars. And that's when you like and you're like, no, well, you're wrong because this, that, and the other. And it's not like founded on it's not founded on any reasoning.
Right.
You're just like, because that's like the Libra Leo energy. It's like, it doesn't have to be founded on reason. It's just like
founded on you.
Yeah, you need to justify it any way that you know how, and you don't think that people can see through your shit. If anyone is watching Bachelor in Paradise, that kid Leo is probably a fucking Leo. Have you seen his hair? And the shit that he pulled before he left, like that was the most immature shit possible. And it was all about like justifying something stupid and like he just like blew up this whole thing just to not be in the wrong.
So what I think that you might be with some thought and really insecure about that like people would really pick on you for is you're probably really messy or really disorganized. And as a Virgo, that's going to be a huge insecurity. But having Pisces in the 6th, an empty 6th house, 12th house energy, you're not the most organized person. You're not the cleanest. You kind of probably had things done for you, you know?
I feel like you have sweep under the rug mentality in every single way.
Yeah. So
like how
if somebody points out how dirty your place is or that you're unclean, that is probably a huge insecurity in you, or yeah, or it's like you smell bad or something. Like, cause you just have that's probably your thing.
Or if you slip up and are irresponsible in some kind of way.
Because you probably do a lot, because you have more Pisces energy than Virgo energy. You have one planet in Virgo, but that's your ego. And you have nothing else supporting that Virgo-ness. So you want to have the qualities of this Virgo for you to get your ego. Like, yeah, I'm clean, I'm organized, I'm responsible, I'm this and that. But the reality is you're all over the place and you're so unreliable and untrusting, or not untrusting, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Unreliable and, what was I trying to say? Not untrusting. Maybe you are, I'm not talking about that. But all over the place, whatever. Disorganized.
Unorganized.
Yeah. And that's probably just like a huge issue for you, that you're not really good at getting things done. Like, you don't have a lot of motivation because your Mars is in Libra in the 12th house. So you're probably really insecure that you never get your homework done, but you would never want to admit it. Like, you're probably the kid that like would never do their homework, but would always pretend that they would do their homework or something. Or I don't know. I just get bad feelings about that whole thing. You want appreciation for the work that you do. Your Venus is in your 10th house, but I don't know if you really do it. Yeah.
Something that they say about Venus in the 10th house is that your your best years in life are in your family home and at the end of your life. So that sucks.
Venus in the 10th?
Yeah.
Your best
I don't know how that's related to, but I've seen that.
That wouldn't make any sense. Because wouldn't that be Venus in the 4th?
Yeah, no. Same thing sometimes. Yeah, it's always been a problem. I've always been fired from jobs for being late.
Yeah, and that's probably a huge ego hit for you.
Because you want to like be perfect. You want to be like the most reliable, the most like yeah, but you got all that 12th house energy, Pisces in the 6th. Someone asked if we're on Instagram. We are. If you go to our website, we have links to our Instagram, and they're also in the description of every video.
And our YouTube channel has a little thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. He is Saturn in the 4th, so I don't think that.
No. Oh yeah, Saturn in the 4th. Yeah. Let's talk about your relationship with your dad. Of your retrograde 0 degree Aquarius Saturn in the 4th house.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, so your dad was super emotionless. Like, he showed nothing, but he had a strict control over you. And he's super, like, this is the kind of dad that was, like, in the military or is just very detached. Capricorn and Aquarius energy. Yeah, just you were not given really a lot of emotional fulfillment or emotional, like, blah, blah, when growing up. So that's why you just like to pass over it.
Yeah. I'm also curious to know if you have siblings, because I feel like you would be the ignored child among your siblings. Right. And that's why, like, your dad was very, like, like, strict, but your Saturn is still retrograde, so you're missing that, like, immediate presence of, like, him being a dad.
You probably grew up in a really religious household, but fake religious. Because you have Neptune in the 3rd, and you've Saturn in the 4th, and I just see it being like, yeah, what's the generic term? Is it Catholic or Christian?
Christian.
Yeah, we're Christian, and you've like Jesus stuff over the wall, or like whatever religion it is, whatever your religion is, but it's like very, like your family pushes like God and heaven and hell, but like they don't even really do it either. They don't really follow the rules, but like you have to pretend like you're following the rule. He left when I was 3, and I was the oldest of 3 brothers. That makes sense because you have Uranus and Neptune in the 3rd house. So you probably have a lot of siblings, and it came in and out of your life and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and he was like...
No, he left. He wasn't in...
He left. Yeah. So he retrograded your Saturn. It's such a party trick. Like, man.
Yeah. We have 3 minutes left. Yes, my mom is very religious, right? Right? Yeah. You probably didn't rebel against that, though. Like, you probably didn't ever, like, you probably still have never really, like, thought of your own thoughts as opposed to religion.
There wasn't any point to, I feel like, for you, because it's just, like, it wasn't so, like, hammered home. Like, I feel like you have to rebel against things that are, like, really hammered home. But if it's just, like, this thing is here.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm kind of encouraged to believe in it, but it also, like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, your moon seems to be your biggest area. So you probably are like going about your daily life like and then whenever you're alone, you're like, I hate myself. I am such trash. So I never want to be alone.
Yeah.
And I'll just be around people and pretend I'm happy all the time because when I'm alone, I get really sad. So I'm just gonna go along.
Yeah, totally.
Everything's fine.
But then you need to recharge, and then you like lock yourself in
Right.
your room for like 3 days, and you just do some.
You just make yourself look good. I don't.
Yeah, you journal, or you like go on GarageBand.
What would you do?
Yeah, what do you do when you're alone time? We're not asking you. We're asking your chart.
It's in Virgo, so maybe like
think just,
monotonous things.
Yeah, just
Thinky games?
Do in your like
Imperfections.
Imperfections, because Mars is also in there.
Emotionally stew and get angry about your imperfections.
You just hate yourself.
Yeah.
You just hate yourself.
But all you want is for people to tell you you're great. Newsflash, you're never going to get confidence from an outside source. It needs to come within you first. And then people can help build you up. But you don't want to believe that. You're like, that's hard. I don't want to have to work at that. I don't have to work at myself. That's tough.
And it's fine. I can still be fake.
It's
still
fine.
be fake to people, and no one can tell.
I'm enjoying.
Like,
people like me. People like me. So why do I need to change?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I'm a Cardinal Libra sign. As long as people keep on liking me, I don't need to do anything about it. Video games and computer or thinking.
So that's what the fucking video game thing. Yeah, that's very Pisces Virgo.
Yeah, like thinky computer games. And get out that Mars. You like to get out that Mars energy with video games.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I'm so angry. I'm so passive aggressive. Shoot. I don't know. Let's see. You probably didn't do well in school. Anybody with like Neptune and Uranus in 3rd house, not normal school thinking. You can't like hold down like any linear thought, probably, if that makes sense. Yeah,
but we're actually
out
of time.
Yeah, no, we just got out of time.
So if you have anything else to add for us to touch on, or
okay. Oh,
you work at a party hostel. Oh, I know what's a party hostel.
I know what a hostel is, and I know what a party is.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll put out another video for the other channel, Shaina? Whenever I want to. I know. I don't plan anything for that channel. Yeah, no, I'm waiting. I'm sorry. We're just gonna stay on because I want to know what a party hostel is.
Yeah,
AJ.
what's a party hostel? Oh, it's probably a long answer.
Yeah, no, he's typing. It's fine. But yeah, that concludes our video. In case you didn't know, we do these because people purchase them in the down bar, which will be there once this video is uploaded. partyfixastrology.com/shop. We offer a few readings. Oh my god, we've been seeing a lot. Yeah, we have. It's like you guys only see a fraction of how much we film actually. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like, you've been gone for so long. No,
we're never gone.
We're filming readings. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, make sure to leave all of your stupidest comments on all of our videos because we will be reacting to some comments.
My dumbass deleted.
Hostel for internationals, just a party. Oh.
So like, are you the one, but without are you the one?
That's kind of how I think of hostels.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of international people, and they are all just pottering.
Wait,
pottery?
Y'all friends or sisters? We're twins.
We're twins.
Yeah, except for she is an Aquarius sun, Sagittarius moon, and I'm a double Capricorn.
Yeah, I just needed to bake a little longer in the womb, so our mom was in the hospital for an extra month. Yeah, Nina took a look. She really liked it in there. Yeah, she was really comfy. Are we single? Good question. That's irrelevant. Because we're not gonna be with you, random person on the internet. Sorry, you're probably fine. One question: why do you care so much? Why do I care so much about relationships? I was like, why do you care so much about relationships? Because you Libra. Libra's all about relationships. And Aries in the 7th house, and so that's like finding your identity in relationships. Oh, damn! I thought you guys were together or something. Okay, no, this is all a joke. We're just friends. We're just friends, and. Nina. That's my name. With that ending, bye. Bye. Oh, wait. Bye, Adrian. Thank you so much for supporting this magazine. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. You're awesome sport. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for being a good sport. And no hard feelings.